Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome DaCosta.
Oh, wow. Wait, oh man.
What do you think?
I wish I had my phone so I can, or you can just send me the picture and I can send it to Rafe maybe. Yeah.
Is there a Christmas special of the 28 Years Later franchise, do you think?
Honestly, now I wish I made a Christmas movie. Like Christmas, Infected, Rafe.
What's not to like?
Exactly.
Thank you so much for coming and being a part of our show.
Thanks for having me.
This
is actually like so crazy also.
We talked about 28 years, we've talked about the franchise a lot, and the last film, which was only like a few months ago, is still very fresh in a lot of people's minds. And we knew then, because Danny came onto the show with Jodie Comer and explained how these films were done back to back. And they weren't sure about the third, but they knew about the two because you filmed them together. Just explain how that worked and how you came on board and what it was like inheriting and then also putting your own mark onto the film franchise.
Yeah, basically how did I come onto it? My agent called me and was like, I know you're busy, but they're making 28 Years Later trilogy and it's happening and they're looking for a director for the second film. And I was like, that's bizarre. Why doesn't Danny just do all of them? And he was like, I don't know, he doesn't want to. And I was like, okay. And then the next day, Alex Garland called me and was like, so we're making the movies. They're happening. We're looking for a director for the third. So the same information, just in the Alex Garland sort of, intense way of delivering it. And long story short, I just went in and talked to them and said, I love this script and I love this franchise and I love you guys. And I'm really excited at the idea of doing it, if I can do it my own way, and if the expectation is not that I make like a Danny Boyle movie, because that would be boring for everyone involved. And they really were into that. They really, I think, thought that actually is the best way to make the second film before Danny comes back to the third. So yeah, and they were already going, so they were like prepping Danny's already, and then it was 3 weeks between his shoot wrapping and my shoot starting.
So does that mean you're on set watching the first?
No, when I heard about this film, I was in my director's cut for my film that just came out like last month.
Hedda,
yeah.
Which is a fantastic adaptation of Hedda Gabler, and is a really, really smart, sharp, funny film, and very dark and very fab.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was like a return. That was like a return to my dark, freaky self, and then this was just a continuation of my dark, freaky brain and a world. So that was really fun. But yeah, I was in post, so I wasn't trying to do anything. I was like, I need a break. I'm so tired. And then I read the scripts and just thought they were fantastic.
And you said that Danny Boyle is going. So when we interviewed Danny Boyle for the first film, he said, okay, the way it's working is we've done the first two, and the third will happen depending on how the first two went. Yeah. But it sounds to me like the third one is happening. When you said,
if I ran a studio, I will say I don't have any official news, but I don't know. I just think these two movies are great. I like the one I made. I love a lot, and I just can't see them not doing a third. Like, especially where my film ends, you're really gonna want to see some of these people again in the third film.
Okay, before we go any further, let's just play a little bit from the trailer so we get a flavor.
Trying to predict the future is a discouraging and hazardous occupation. In fact, it may not even exist at all.
Oh, what is this I cannot see? Oh, I am deaf, none can excel.
Many of the things we take for granted will one day pass away completely.
I open the door of heaven and hell.
When that time comes, men will no longer communicate.
Wow.
Happy
I think
Christmas.
that's worth a round of applause, definitely. Man, let's just let that run. We just want to watch that film now.
I know, honestly, I love the trailer a lot, and the Sony marketing team is amazing, because usually with trailers, I'm like giving extensive like notes and things, but I was just like, I love it. Just put it up, put it on the internet, like, yeah.
So introduce us to where we are. So with this particular story and where you take it, tease us even more than the trailer.
So the first film, if you've seen it, ends with our main character Spike meeting this group of who we call the Jimmies. They're basically a cult surrounding this one man, Jimmy Crystal, Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. And my film picks up pretty soon after they've all met, and we realize that the Jimmies are not so great, and maybe Spike is in a bit of a situation now that he's inside of this group. And while that's happening and Spike's trying to figure out how to get away from them, we have Kelson discovering that his pal Samson might have some more going on than meets the eye.